Hello, hello, empowered ones. Hello, beautiful souls. Debra here. And I am going to get right into our May reading, and it's really interesting to me. I'm finding that there is a common thread over these past few months of letting go of the old and stepping into the new. But I believe that we're on the tipping point right now, that any last bits that need to go, I'm feeling that that is what is happening right at this moment. And I'm also feeling in this reading that we're going to be really connecting to the divine feminine and allowing that to pull you forward as well. And so really releasing this, any masculine ways of going about doing things. So let's see what today's reading brings up. It's already been a really interesting day for me. I don't know if it was an initiation as much of a peeling back another layer and letting go. So I'm going through this with all of you as well. So let's go ahead and get started. For those of you that are not familiar with me and who I am, my name is Debra Larson. I'm a divine leader of transformation and self-empowerment for awakening and highly conscious entrepreneurs, and those of you that are on a life purpose path to serve, to understand and get to know yourself at a deeper level and be unapologetically you, so that you can have a business and a life full of abundance to be, do, and have what you really came here to do. And for many of you, those are bringing about quite a few gifts into the world and sharing them, and clearing out like any limiting or limiting beliefs that are holding you back or blocking or clearing you, and doing that in a way that that feels good, right? It feels good. So let's go ahead and get started. Again, if you're new, grab an empowerment journal or something to write with. There really is a lot of sacred power in the form of writing, where your mind doesn't get in the way or second guess so much what comes to you. So that thought is very pure. And a lot of times in these readings, it's a combination of mindfulness, meditation, and journaling. So I never know what's going to come up. So I want you to make sure that you're in a really comfortable place. And let's get started. Take a deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and release. Good. All right, so I have been meditating for the last 15-20 minutes or so, and normally I feel called forward to pull like maybe one oracle card, sometimes a rune, and I usually just go really deep on that one card and that one message that's coming through me to share with you. This really is a timeless message, so anytime that you are listening to this message means that this is perfect for you. So today I really felt compelled to pull 3 different oracle cards, and so we'll see where these take us. I haven't used this deck hardly at all, and it's absolutely gorgeous, and it's perfect that I was being pulled to this. This is the Kuan Yin, and this is perfect for the feminine power that I'm feeling coming through. And I pulled a really interesting card. It's called the 10 Sisters of Light. And it shares with me, and there's no doubt in my mind that if you're listening to this, that this is the truth, that you're an advanced soul and have lived many incarnations, and you've shown your light through many different faces, and that's hence, the 10 Sisters of Light. So many different faces, so many different experiences and gifts that have culminated into your one being, your one soul. And I'm really feeling like that is the reason why you are here right now, is to share that part of you with others. And the thing is the first thing is that you need to connect and love yourself first, and really connect with your inner essence, so you can share those parts with others fully and wholly. But you need to be whole yourself. And your soul has learned, many of these skills in past lives, and developed abilities and talents. And this lifetime of culminating lifetimes and after lifetimes, in a sense, that your soul is drawing together potencies developed, and it's brought this into this unified expression. And that is what you're drawing on right now. This, in essence, this power of the 10 sisters or more. And you're drawing on this essence in order to be prepared to grow and shine and serve through this really unique balance of your gifts that want to come through. And the really interesting part of this is that the higher self is integrating the wisdom it has gleaned over you over many experiences and lifetimes, so that nothing is lost and everything is enhanced. And that's why it's so important right now. And I'm feeling this, I'm going through this right now at this moment. This point that I was working way too hard to get to put out into the world this beautiful body of work, and all of a sudden it turned into work. And we don't want that to happen. And so what happened is that I was guided by my mentor and the divine to really pull back in a beautiful way of putting myself into creation. And when I did that, what ended up happening through that vibrational energy, I was able to bring in more higher vibrational clients into my work in a less amount of time. And it was really joyful to do that, because I was feeling very balanced in all areas of my life. So it's really interesting here that you may find that you know things from, different traditions, or you connect in a really strange way to things that you've never known about before. And you're going to be pulled more and more towards these things that you've already learned. And there's nothing to learn, because it's already within you. There's nothing to study. You don't need to pack your brain full of information. I just really want you to step into this place of being and allowing the process, this beautiful process of these gifts, to be shown to you in order to share with others. And really, it's coming from this really patient and open trust on your end to the journey that's unfolding. And for some of you, you may be really feeling this intense time of spiritual growth, especially probably the past couple of months leading up to this. But again, anytime you're listening to this, you're probably going through this on your end. An intense time of spiritual growth, as in the integration that there is when you're integrating the new into your being, there's also a shedding of old issues or pain that no longer serves you. And that's been kind of a common thread over these past couple of months. And leading up to it, that's been going on as well this whole past year, but it got really intense. And I'm feeling right now that this is like the last really big bit, if you may. And once you can really connect with that and just lean into it a little bit so you can not struggle against it, just lean into it and just ask, what is this trying to show me? And this past life contract may arise in a form of a teacher, relationship, or teaching. It may resolve itself by you receiving the teaching or letting go of a relationship, or even accepting a new relationship, right, into your life. Or it may be letting go of a philosophy of a teaching, so that you can expand your awareness with a different type of information or teaching that is going to help you access the wisdom that you need for your growth at this particular phase of your journey. So it's not about packing your brain full of information. It's this particular guidance that is going to come into your life to help you expand and express yourself in a new way that is a way that your soul has been calling you forward to do in a very long time. And when you're there because it just feels so good. It just feels so good. And it feels completely aligned with who you are. I can't tell you how many years it took me to break free from my business persona into sharing this other very spiritually connected side of me with others, over and beyond just my visionary clients. It would come out naturally with them, and they got used to it, but I didn't share that with anybody else. And being able to pull in the higher vision and empower people to really step into that for themselves was a beautiful body of work, but I was only sharing it with a very small amount of people, and now we're opening the doors up. And I can't think of any other way to work now, so that's really, really interesting to me. So let's see what else is coming up here. Let's take a deep breath into this, okay? Take a deep breath in. And this next oracle is talking about the internal now, and this is really from the Lightworkers Oracle. And within you is a great strength and courage. However, just because you can manage to keep going when you are tired or drained or stressed, so interesting, right? It doesn't mean that you have to do so. And this goes back to exactly the example that I was just sharing. And, you can't make this stuff up. You are encouraged by your higher guidance to request assistance, in letting go of the tension within your mind and body, and you will gain energy through this release and perhaps even see things in a new, more optimistic light. Even more so, I'm feeling into this, the energy will be completely shifted. Your vibration is going to go up so high if you don't get trapped in the pain of the past and doing things the way that you feel that they should be done or have to be done. So we're really going to stay in this present moment of trusting of where you are being pulled forward to. And the internal now, this card is really sharing that even now in reading this message, you are choosing to be present in listening to this message, right? You are choosing to be present, to bring your energy into the internal now and stimulating all that you are meant to manifest into action. And as you relax into this moment, just take a really deep breath, trusting that the past is over and the future shall be truly wonderful. So don't worry about the future, and just really connect to your dreams and your visions from right now, because you wouldn't have those dreams or visions or ideas, and ideas are just from source. They're inspired gifts that are being given to you to say, hey, look, do something with this. And you wouldn't be able to see any of that unless it was within you to be able to do something with that. So where the answers come from, where the ideas come from, is in the stillness of the mind and the inner peace, and are only possible when you are completely present in the internal now. And the thing is, you don't have to be meditating to bring in the present moment. You can do it as you're walking outside and all of a sudden you connect with the beauty of a flower, or you feel the breath of the wind in your face. Just take a moment and breathe that in. That will bring you to the present moment. When you are listening to somebody with so much compassion and love, you are in the internal now. So let the past be done, okay? It's time. Anything that you are butting up against, that you are trying to control, that you're playing a bit of tug of war with, it's time to let it go. And just breathe into that, just let it go, and allow the future to take care of itself, and then center in your awareness in your moment of right now, and just really relax into that. And I really want you to think of, when we're done here, what is it, even if it's small, it doesn't have to be a big thing. What is it that you need to let go of or clear some space up? Whether it's mental, your closet, a project that you keep beating on that's just not working anymore. What is it that you need to let go of to allow this new space of these new gifts and this new beauty come in and guide you in this present moment? What is that? And just always remember that your unique divine destiny is manifesting with loving care right at this moment. There's nothing that you need to go out and get. All right, it's already within you. And just, I really want you to connect with that and connect with this divine unconditional love for yourself, to waken up your heart in a way that just feels really, really good, where you start to connect with who you are and embrace that in every way, shape, and form. Okay. And last but not least, this is going to be a little bit longer reading. Let's see what this last card brings in. Oh my goodness. Just breathe into this. It's from one of my favorite oracle decks, especially over these past couple of months. And this is from the White Light Oracle. I keep gravitating back to this, and the energy from this deck is just absolutely beautiful. And I pulled the oracle card of Aurora of Gamma, and sorry, I keep laughing, but this stuff is just amazing to me. It always gets me. I'm always in awe. I'm always surprised. It says here that it is time. Let me read this to you. It is time to let go of what has been. You are swiftly outgrowing your past. Explore and commit to a spiritual practice that supports your personal transformation so that you can cross the threshold before you now. Embrace your freedom to be creative in your approach rather than committing yourself to your previous ideas or plans, ones that like I was saying before, are just kind of pulling you down. And creation, by the way, that is one of the most beautiful ways to allow the divine to work through you and to allow these ideas to be birthed. And so that when you do take action, it's in full delight of taking action on this amazing idea versus having to work or having to push or struggle to obtain your goals. We're not going to do that. And it's just this beautiful feminine light that's coming through right now. I absolutely love it. So here's the thing. You have the spiritual intelligence necessary to evolve and continue your healing journey with trust that a positive outcome is imminent. And I think that's the biggest thing here, is just to really, really trust. And there is a new cycle of your life coming into play, a new chapter of your life coming into play. And really what this card is sharing is that there's that flicker of flame, and it's more than a flicker. There's a flame of hope in your heart that is ready to burn so radiantly, beautifully, that you can't turn away from these ideas and what you are meant to express. And it's really sharing with you that your whole entire soul's turning away from any fear, any doubt, anything that has been holding you back. And if it does pop up, you'll be aware of it and you can say, hey, look, I got this, right? And trusting what is coming to you. I think that that's the biggest thing here too as well. As the world around us becomes increasingly complex as we know it, right? The capacity for superior processing is swiftly becoming necessary for the spiritual, emotional, and psychological, and even physical well-being of humanity. And as you know, we need to balance all of those in order to be whole in what we do in any type of work that we do, whether that is serving or in business. We can't be serving and dishing all of this good stuff out and not be taking care of other parts of our life, right? So important. So there's a strong link between spiritual practices such as, the meditation, the going for the walks and all that good stuff, and this heightened experience and the heightened state of spiritual awareness and expansiveness, the sense of being or powerful connection with the universe and spirit that is really connecting to our brain wavelengths as well. So basically what this is saying again is that it's necessary for the wholeness and the balancing of all areas of our life. And I really truly believe how you do one thing is how you do anything. So if you want to lose weight, really shift how you are showing up for yourself in your spiritual awareness, or in the joy of your friendships and your connections. And as you do that, more joy, your food intake or what you're putting into your body will start to balance out, because you're feeling joy in one area of your life. You'll begin to feel it in other areas. So as you work on one area of yourself, the other areas will start to shift too. And then you can start to, just kind of balance out all of those areas, and shifting into this way of being is really going to help you. And it's really elevating your frequency of your evolution. And so you're going to feel this too, because there's so many times we get stuck in these patterns, and it looks different. It's the same story, but it'll look different in a different time, and it'll become a repeated loop. And this happens with our thoughts really easily. And so what is needed is something new, and something that is stimulating, that you're passionate about. And this is where creativity comes in, something that is unfamiliar. And this is going to open up the responsiveness of the universe and source and the vibration, and will help you bring in those things that you desire, that you want to manifest, because you're working in a different way that is boosting and elevating what you feel from the inside, and it's increasing your vibration. And so from doing this, all areas of your life are going to respond to this, right? So you're like, oh, but Deb, I need more money, or I need more clients. Well, you know what? Start working on these areas that bring you more joy and that get the momentum going, do some mindful movement, exercise, that type of thing. Work on creating, doing some things that you haven't done for a long time. And this is where I was guided by my mentor, and just within the past few days has shifted things for me, and I know it will for you too. So it's really interesting that it's coming up in this card, and sharing this with you as well as what has been shown to me. So here's the thing: is the inner transformation is just going to be amazing. It's going to be letting go of anything from the ego mind, and just really stepping into this beautiful place and trusting what comes to you from this inner light, and manifesting in your heart and in the world, because you're coming from this responsive, creative, higher vibrational place. And so that means take the time to do that, okay? Take the time to bring this into your life. Even if you think you're busy, drop that which you don't need to hold on to anymore. You don't need to be scouring, social media, 4 hours a day or 3 hours a day. Write down where you're spending your time over the next couple of weeks, and see what comes up for you, and see how you can start to replace some of that type of action with something that is more in the creative mode, or something that is moving your body, that has you opening up to this new vibration. And I guarantee that that you're going to see this shift. All right. Wow. This was a long one today. We're not going to do the meditation. I just want you to understand, connect that you are so beautiful, and there is such a beautiful light glowing within you. And we want to bring this gentleness about in everything that you do, and begin to allow source energy flow through you, just as your breath flows in and out of you. And when you begin to do that, and you start looking at yourself in this light, things are going to start to shift. So I want you to write down anything that is no longer serving you, and these should be these last bits. We've been kind of working on this over the past couple of months, and so anything else that is holding you back or keeping you from doing or having this life that you desire, this business that you desire, I want you to write this down. What can you let go? What can you give to somebody else to do? What can you just not do at all? If it's not serving you in the fashion that you need to be served, You need to look at that and really connect with as well when you're taking a look at your actions throughout the day. What is it that maybe I can stop doing and replace with something more on the higher vibrational frequency side, meaning maybe a craft or a hobby or exercise or something that you've wanted to bring into your life, that you're always pushing away, that you're always thinking should be last on your list because it's for you and it makes you feel good, where I want you to bring it up to the top of your list. And when you do that, watch everything else start to open up. All right, my friends, I hope you've enjoyed this reading. Again, this is for May, but anytime that you're listening to this will be absolutely in your best and highest interest. And if you want to work with me further on your higher consciousness business and awareness to really step into your life purpose mission to serve, or would like to get a reading, please make sure, one, that you subscribe and you hit the like button so you get our next reading and our next information that I share with you, because I'm always connecting at the higher consciousness level within your business and lifetime bits that you can apply to your life today. And make sure you connect to the link below and you can find out all about my services. All right. Have a beautiful day, and I'm looking forward to hearing what comes about from this reading. Take care.